Hello and welcome to NPC. As always, that I think stands for Next Portable Console. I am one of your co-hosts, Federico Returns, and I'm back, and I'm very happy because I just saw Oasis in London. But we're not going to talk about that today. I'm also joined by Mr. Brendon Bigley. Hello, Brendon.
Hello, eternally envious of your Oasis experience.
Yeah, well, I hope you get to see them in the US at some point. One day. And we're also joined by Mr. John Voorhees. Hello, John.
Hello, I too am eternally envious of your trip to Wembley.
You know, John, they're playing in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken.
I know, those were the tickets I tried to get and was not able to.
You know, look, I don't want to spend your money, but also I kind of do. Just go on one of those really expensive websites and spend $400 and go see Oasis.
I think $400 is what they cost if you bought them from Ticketmaster. I think on the secondary market, they're probably $1,000.
No, okay, not $1,000. No, I wouldn't say spend $1,000.
I will look. I should look.
You should look. Also, by the way, speaking of Chicago, I just ordered from Japan a bunch of Oasis bootlegs. I think I told you about this. I also got the CD for one of their Chicago live shows in 1998 or something. They sounded really good. But anyway, we're here to talk about portable consoles. And
we are.
We're doing this just before a Nintendo Direct, which I think we're gonna address in NPC XL. Since we're doing that later. Do we have any follow-up to talk about?
We do. Brendon mentioned briefly last week that someone had given him, I guess actually you mentioned this maybe on App Stories. I should mention that for NPC fans, if you want to, Brendon joined me on App Stories and we talked about video game companion apps during the main show. And for subscribers, we built a list of the games that define the iPhone as a mobile gaming platform. So that was a lot of fun.
That was a really fun conversation.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite conversations in a while, and we put that out on Monday, last Monday as this goes out. And during that recording, Brendon mentioned that he had gotten some feedback from some listeners about how to fix his broken 3DS, which, if I remember right, it was the thumbstick you were having trouble with, right?
Yeah, the rubber on the thumbstick is basically dissolving off and creating this, like, it's not, if it was just like rubbing away until it was just the plastic underneath, that would be one thing. But what's actually happening is that the way it's dissolving is turning it into like an almost like gum.
Oh, like sticky?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Nice.
I hate it. I don't use it anymore just because it bums me out. And as I've said many times, like that, I am so specifically sentimental about that console, and I love it to death. So two things happened. Number one, somebody sent me a link to a website that just sells replacement circle pads along with instructions on how to replace it yourself, which is cool. The second thing, and I'll follow up on this and give them a real shout out when this happens, but somebody actually reached out to me, a repair shop, and was like, hey, we specialize in fixing this. If you just want to send it to us, we'll just fix it for you. Just pay for shipping. So I'm going to do that. Nice. I've been talking to them, and hopefully, fingers crossed, relatively soon, I'll have a 3DS in working condition again, which will be amazing.
Yeah, it's good to know that there's a couple of solutions at least.
Yeah. So stoked about that. And some more follow-up, actually, that I think we should definitely bring up is $800 is the cheapest Oasis seat in New Jersey.
See, that's a lot closer to what I was saying than you, Federico.
The cheapest worst seat. A decent seat is $1,400.
Oh my God. Wow.
Look, I mean, you have a choice at this point.
Well, yes, we do.
Inside you, there are two wallets.
Mm-hmm.
One spends money on an AYANEO console of the same price, and the other purchases Oasis tickets at $800 for terrible seats.
Yeah.
Which wallet are you, Brendon? Neither.
Depends on how many things I can sell.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh.
Well.
Yeah, Brendon and I will go to the New Jersey show, I guess, together.
Yeah.
We'll share one seat.
Yes.
We'll share one ticket.
Put me on your shoulders.
Yeah, I don't want to stay for the encore. I hate leaving with everybody. So if I could do the first half, you could do the second half, and you could see Wonderwall and stuff.
Speaking of money, John, what's going on with tariffs in America?
So tariffs are never ending in the United States, unfortunately. And if people remember back months ago now, we talked about how the exemption for small packages coming from overseas into the U.S., there was an exemption from tariffs, so they're basically duty-free, and it was an exemption for anything that costs less than $800. And that's why we have, sites like Temu and Shine and all these other things that are able to sell very inexpensive, usually Chinese-made goods in the United States. And it also is why a lot of these, like, you can get a $40 retro handheld delivered to your door for $40. Well, that's going away. So that exemption's going away, which means whatever the tariffs end up being on those particular kinds of goods coming into the U.S. from China, they will be subject to the tariffs, which is going to increase costs and undoubtedly will raise prices at some point. It takes effect on August 30th, I believe. So there's basically a month to go before this kicks in.
On the plus side, recent estimates show that tariffs have brought in $150 billion for the U.S. economy, but has also cost Americans somewhere in the realm of $350 billion.
Hey,
so
that sounds like a win.
Just keep winning, baby.
Yay us. All right. Well, let's move on to something that's a little better. And I wanted to mention really quickly that the Mechanism company that makes the infamous and famous gaming pillow has a base grip now for the Nintendo Switch 2. That is not their full-on grip thing that they're doing, which they've been teasing for a couple of months now, but it does allow you to put this clamp on the back of your Switch 2 and connect it to all their different accessories. It works with the dock as well, so it's not going to interfere with docking your Switch. So I may pick this up just because, if nothing else, I'd like to be able to use my Switch 2 with the gaming pillow.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do the gaming pillow. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I can't do it. I'm really happy for the two of you, and honestly, there are a lot of people like in the Discord and stuff who have spoken very highly of their own gaming pillows. But
yeah, man, it's a good.
You know what I do? I lie down on my stomach on my bed, and I prop up the Switch in front of me.
Yeah, I do
and
that
sometimes
too.
I'll just break off the Joy-Cons. And I'll just kind of like dangle off the side of the bed.
Are you really doing that?
I'm doing it all the time. This is not a joke.
Almost like you're flying, but you're on your bed.
It's a bed dangler.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Just one. Usually it's one hand on the bed, one hand just like dangling off the side of the bed. And then the Switch is in front of me, propped up on a pillow.
Right. That sounds comfortable.
Dude, it is like, look, I know this is coming from me, somebody who just knocked the Mechanism gaming pillow, but don't knock the like spread wings experience.
Superman style.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to quickly mention something that is, we were talking just 5 minutes ago about, the expense of Oasis tickets. This console will likely be just as expensive, if not more.
Yes.
GPD, the folks at GPD, makers of a bunch of like the Win series of consoles and the Pocket computers, they are teasing the GPD Win 5. So this, for context, the GPD Win series looks like a chunky, bigger PS Vita, almost, kind of. Mm-hmm. They're teasing the world's first Strix Halo handheld. Specifically, this is going to be running the Ryzen AI Max 395 Plus, that's a name, APU from AMD. It's a Strix Halo handheld, and it's debuting at the end of August. Very few details at this point, just a couple of shots from the GPD Twitter account, but they're showing
heavily obscured, very shadowy. You can only see the game running. You can only see the game running,
and they teased Black Myth Wukong running at 210 frames per second. Now, at what resolution is my question?
Yeah,
because I get it, it's impressive, putting the big FPS
720p.
I mean 210. I mean, it's Strix Halo.
Yeah.
But it's also
with a lot of up-res,
With a lot of up-res, maybe Black Myth Wukong, low settings, 720p up-res and frame gen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I will say, every time something like this happens, it makes me glad again that we went to CES, John. Because I remember you and I having like a jaw-dropping experience seeing the Strix Halo in action for the first time in a couple tablets specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the two of us sitting there and saying, like, how long until somebody shoves this into a handheld just to see if it'll work? And of course it's GPD that's doing it.
Of course.
But I was like legitimately for real blown away by what this thing is capable of.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's amazing.
And apparently we will be getting a lot more details from GPD and also from other companies. There's this event that I read about
China,
for the first time. China Joy is the name of this trade show, and it runs from August 1st to August 4th. So 4-day event at the beginning of August. First time I'm hearing of this, but I'm assuming we're gonna get more details from a whole bunch of companies based out of China for
I think so.
whatever they're working on. So we'll likely see the GPD Win 5 running Strix Halo. That's gonna be interesting. And expensive, I assume. Speaking of trade shows, there's Gamescom also happening in August, and
in Germany.
In Germany, and there's going to be two things happening there, most likely. The pricing details and like the official pre-order launch of the ROG Xbox Ally series, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, Hollow Knight Silksong will be playable at Gamescom.
Playable on those devices. I think that they are. I think they confirmed that they're doing the pre-orders for the devices, and they're going to be playable on the Ally.
Yeah, they have said, Team Cherry, I should say, has said that it will be out either with or before the launch of the Xbox Ally. So we will at least have a release date for Silksong by the time Gamescom happens, realistically, if Xbox is announcing the date there. There's also a non-zero chance, fingers crossed, putting my clown makeup on, that they'll just announce the release date during the Nintendo Direct today. So maybe you'll all know by the time this episode comes out. But I think it's worth mentioning, and I said this in a YouTube short I did, but like, this is happening in August, and then in September, Silksong will be playable in a museum in Australia as well. There's an Australian exhibit that's springing up that's about like kind of interrogating video game worlds, and they wanted to use the world of Hollow Knight as one of those examples. So, I mean, I think this game's going to come out. I think the game's actually going to come out. I think it's really going to happen.
I think it's happening. Yeah. So I have like a month to finally finish Hollow Knight, which should be
month
fun.
or two.
Month or two.
You never finished it.
I never did.
Oh man.
I never did.
Sick.
I know.
I think I finished it 5 times at this point.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm a big Hollow Knight fan. It's always in the running for my favorite game of all time. It's really up there. So I'm very excited for Silksong. I'm ready to be disappointed. I think I always have to prepare for that kind of inevitability.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for them. I mean, that's why it's taken so long, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Konkr?
Yeah. Okay. AYANEO announced about 100 million different things.
Can I just say Konkr over and over for the rest of the episode? Konkr?
Yeah.
Konkr?
One of them is just Konkr, which I can't, like, why is that the name? Is it a reference to Konkr's Bad Fur Day?
No, I think they're gonna conquer the handheld market.
Oh my god, that didn't even occur to me that it's actually worth.
It didn't occur to me either.
How poisoned is my brain that I immediately thought of Konkr's Bad Fur Day and nothing else?
I also thought of Konkr's Bad Fur Day.
I thought of the exact same thing. It wasn't until Federico just said it that I thought of what they really mean. They don't mean Bad Fur Day.
Oh my god, that's so deeply embarrassing for all of us. Anyway. So AYANEO announced a billion different things. I actually do think the most interesting one is Konkr, which is this new line of handhelds that they're releasing that they say are a budget brand that's built to compete against Anbernic and Retroid, which is exciting in theory, but the first device they're launching is a Windows handheld.
Yeah, how can that be budget?
Right?
by definition, it can't be almost. But but maybe budget compared to their $1,500 handhelds.
Right. I always compare AYANEO to Leica. I always feel like that's the best comparison you can have. And I remember when Leica launched the Q series, which are these cameras that have like a fixed lens on them, so you can't switch the lenses to any other like M mount lens or whatever.
Right.
They were like, this is the budget entry Leica experience. How expensive are those cameras? $6,000 start.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, here's the Leica of handheld saying that they have a budget series and it's launching with Windows. Like, how cheap is this thing going to be? I have no idea.
And they're doing this new line. So they're doing the Konkr Fit, which is the Windows handheld. But then there's the Konkr Pocket Fit, which is running the Snapdragon G3, I want to say.
Oh, really?
I think it's Gen
that.
3. Yeah, no, I think it's the Gen 3 one, right?
Okay. Maybe that is affordable. That'd be really exciting. I would love to be able to buy in good conscience an AYANEO handheld.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think the Konkr Pocket Fit, like depending on specs, I like the shape. I like it looks ergonomic enough.
Yeah.
I like the idea that it could be a little cheaper than your classic. I don't know. I was looking at the AYANEO Pocket S2 last week. I was like,
yes.
Man, that's expensive though. Like,
dude,
they're making really.
Yeah, we were talking about this last week. It looks so good.
It looks so good, but so I am not totally opposed to the idea of AYANEO launching a brand for. It reminds me of what's it called, Brendon? Nothing and CMF. They kind of have a similar.
Oh yeah, the CMF line.
They kind of have a similar thing. From my perspective, the most exciting AYANEO announcement is the Pocket DS. So
yes.
we said, and we were correct, at the end of 2024, we said 2025 is going to be the year that a bunch of companies are going to try and figure out two-screen emulation. And it's happening. And so we saw that coming. The Pocket DS is interesting because it's a giant 3DS essentially.
It's huge.
From
it's
AYANEO.
7-inch and 5-inch screens, I think.
Come on, man.
It's the size of it's like the size of an iPad mini, right?
It's a giant 3DS with teeny tiny thumbsticks.
Why are the thumbsticks so small?
They are so small. They are so tiny.
And a whole bunch of extra buttons on the front. Yeah. And it's running Android.
I think some of them are like volume buttons and things, is what I was reading. I think that's why there's so many buttons. 7-inch
OLED, 165 hertz.
Sure.
Why not? 800 nits HDR, and the bottom one is a 5-inch 4:3 aspect ratio, slightly dimmer, like 550 nits maximum brightness. Running Android and running the what Snapdragon are they putting in this one? I am not sure. I don't think they have said which Snapdragon.
It doesn't look like that's in the specs yet.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. There's been a lot of movement as we've spoken about in Android land when it comes to two-screen emulation for DS and 3DS. And I think it's gonna be interesting to see this more premium take than say the Magic X. What's it called? The 040, the Magic X. This is obviously going to be something very different. It's a clamshell device.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be expensive. The top screen is huge, so you're going to have here's the thing. 3DS is not an easy machine to emulate, especially when you want to bump the resolution up. 4x, 5x, and use custom textures and maintain 60 FPS, you're going to need performance for that. I can do it with my Lenovo Legion Tab. I can upscale 3DS to 4K if I want to. But even then, even with the Legion Tab, some 3DS games do not like being upscaled at 4K. For example, Zelda Link Between Worlds, I can do 1440p if I want to keep the performance intact. So it's going to be interesting to see which chip AYANEO puts in this one. And also it's going to be fascinating to see the balance between the performance and the drivers for these chipsets on this device and the emulators. So there are a lot of things to balance for this kind of device that is going to command, I'm sure, a certain level of price to hit a certain level of performance.
Yeah. I feel like it's built for you.
Yeah, it's got big TC energy. I agree.
Oh, it really does. I am very well aware, just looking at the specs here, that I'm going to be priced out of this, and also the size of it is going to be completely unappealing.
It's really a tablet more than it is a clamshell. device.
Exactly. I think it looks really pretty. As with all of AYANEO stuff, I think it's really pretty. I think the black design looks great. I really like the look of the yellow one, honestly.
Yes.
I do too.
It's really cool looking. But I mean, the size of it is just too much. It really feels kind of GPD size, but a lot thinner, thankfully, which is at least
still. I think it's going to be pretty heavy. It's got to be pretty heavy with that much glass.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we have more AYANEO announcements.
Yeah, so they announced a bunch of things over 2 live streams. I don't know why they did 2, but they did 2 live streams back to back. One of them was focused on Konkr and the AYANEO Pocket DS, and the other thing was just kind of a bunch of other announcements that they have coming. So they're making a new mini PC that has like a little duck on top of it. They're making a laptop, apparently. They're making another Windows handheld called the Next 2. And they're also making the AYANEO phone, which honestly I'm really fascinated by. In theory, there seem to be some, or at least there seems to be some speculation that there's going to be some kind of sliding mechanism like the RG slide as well. They didn't show the phone itself. They just showed some like diagrams kind of indicating that they're making a phone, but there's like a little bit of a slide thing happening in the diagram, which is leading people to believe that like they're going to make something similar to the RG slide, but actually works as a phone, which I think interestingly is one of the biggest points of criticism of the RG slide. A lot of people who got their hands on it and have used it are like, if this were a phone, this would be my phone. And I mean, either AYANEO jumped on that as quickly as humanly possible, or they had this in the works for a while. But I'm actually very interested in what AYANEO's phone ends up looking like.
Yeah, those pictures either showed something like the RG slide, or it showed 2 overlapping rectangles. I mean, to be fair,
right? Yeah, that's a great point.
I mean, to be fair, these pictures were essentially just outlines of a rounded rectangle.
Exactly.
That do look like an RG slide because they're very close to each other, overlapping. But they also could just be overlapping 2 versions of the same phone.
Could be the same phone in 2 colors. Like it could be
exactly.
That's also true. But it's more than just a phone, John. The moment you pick it up, you'll feel the difference. The magic lies in the slide. Is what it says.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realize. I missed that.
The magic lies in the slide?
Yeah.
Oh, all right,
Wait,
all right.
do you think they meant like the slide of the presentation?
I sure hope not. That would be ridiculous. The magic is in the duck when it comes to the PC.
The magic is in the duck.
I'm obsessed with the rubber ducky PC.
Yeah. Me too. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, didn't they announce a controller also?
There is a controller.
There's a lot.
The AYANEO gaming pad.
Look, I am sorry.
It's in a really unappealing brown color, but it also, if it came in any other color, would be beautiful.
I think we need to address the fact that if you don't know us, and maybe you just started listening to NPC a few weeks ago, and you see our reactions whenever we talk about AYANEO, and you think maybe we're making fun of the company, and I can assure you that we are not. It's just this.
Right.
I don't know how to describe the feeling that I get. I have such a deep fascination for AYANEO products, and I feel like I kind of want to buy them all, but I cannot because they're really expensive. And I find them oddly, what's a good word? Like I feel like I want to hug all the AYANEO consoles.
I just appreciate the chaos of it all. The chaos is amazing.
They are chaotic in the best possible way. I feel like if I could, I would have them all on my desk. Just a whole bunch of AYANEO stuff. It's pure chaos. It's pure. They have remember when they did the steampunk eGPU?
Yeah.
That looked like an engine.
They did the battery. They did the thing that looked like a spaceship. Wasn't that the?
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean.
They're amazing. No, I'm right there with you. Also, they announced a tablet.
There's a tablet. So the tablet we knew about, but we didn't have specs. Actually, it's what's interesting about this one. Classic
nice.
3:2 aspect ratio. So like classic iPad 3:2 aspect ratio. 120
giant
hertz.
GBA.
Yeah. They also, I mean, obviously the Konkr has 2 devices, and there's
Pocket Vert. Don't forget the Pocket
The
Vert.
Pocket Vert, which is gonna be a Game Boy. I swear we're not
It's
joking.
a high resolution. It's going to be green too. It's going to have a.
It's really hard to keep track of all
This
this.
segment, it sounds like a collective hallucination between the three of us, but it's not.
NPC GPT hallucinating AYANEO products.
No, hold on, because there's also the AYANEO Code R, which is going to be
where's that one? I missed that one.
It's a new entry-level device with a temporary code name.
Oh, right. How can this gaming pad be so brown? What are they doing?
I don't know. Oh, it comes in black and yellow also. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's good. I don't know why they made the brown one. But...
All the pictures in the article I'm looking at are brown.
Yeah. It looks nice though.
Yeah, it looks like
just to be clear, because we didn't actually talk about it, and I don't want to just dismiss it out of hand. It is a telescopic gaming controller for you to put your phone.
Yes, with offset thumbsticks that look like they're the proper size.
Honestly, it looks a lot like the MOBA pad for the Switch.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, that's a good point.
The color reminds me of the old Microsoft Zune. Isn't that,
dude? I have completely 180'd on the brown AYANEO controller. You're absolutely right. Welcome back, Microsoft Zune. Wow.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm here for this chaos. Look at all this stuff, and this is all coming.
There's a lot of stuff.
This is all coming in 2025. Like, you gotta hand it to AYANEO. They know how to. They must have this crazy supply chain going.
Yeah.
To operate. Even if they don't ship millions of these devices, because obviously this company, they're not shipping millions of these units, but still they're making them. Like they're make all these different things. I think it's remarkable in its own very unique kind of way.
I love their marketing. I don't have any AYANEO devices. I would love to own one, and I think it's going to be the phone. I think I'm going to get the phone. I'm going to switch. It'll be why I switched from iPhone this year. I'm sure I'm going to hate the iPhone Air. And I'm gonna get the AYANEO phone instead.
The year of the AYANEO phone.
I'll tank this hit for everybody, dear viewer.
Okay,
dear listener.
We have a few minutes before we literally have to go because there's a Nintendo Direct that we're watching.
Yes.
Who's buying the Lego Game Boy?
I am. I already did.
Okay. You already did.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, John.
Okay. How expensive?
Keep the brand strong.
How expensive is it?
The minute I saw that, I bought it. Yeah.
So
it's not that expensive. It's $60.
Okay.
It's $60. Yeah, that's why I got it. It's
so let me
$60.
understand. You're gonna have to assemble this, right? Like it's regular Lego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I put out a video, I think last week, about the pre-orders opening for this.
Yes.
And I speculated in that video, like, how long until the first person who turns this into an actual functional Game Boy? Somebody in the comments was like, hey, this is like literally what I do. Like, this is my hobby, is taking things like this and doing this. And I've already pre-ordered one and I'm going to do it.
Oh, wow.
So I am keeping an eye on that commenter and seeing what they come up with, and I'll report back.
Yeah, how do you think I found out about this? I found out about it from Brendon, you know? I mean, you got to be following Brendon's YouTube channel. That's how I found out about it, and I immediately ordered it. It has like these stickers, I guess, or overlays you can put on the screen so you can have the look of a couple of classic games. I think there's Zelda, and I think there's like the splash
Super Mario
screen.
Land.
Super Mario Land, and then there's the Nintendo splash screen logo. Yeah. I think those are the three. But yeah, it looked pretty cool. I figured for $60 I'd be up for it because I don't know. I'm not like a Lego person anymore. My kids were when they were younger, and I was always into it too. But this one just really spoke to me, and it's perfect for NPC.
Yeah,
it absolutely is.
True. Well,
all right. We should smash the eject button so we can switch over. I hear the Nintendo Direct music in my ear as we're recording.
Well, oh wow, they're getting ready.
John, where can people find us?
People can find us online. Just find Brendon over at wavelengths.online and me and Federico over at macstories.net, and all three of us on social media by searching for our names. That's it for this week, folks. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.